Hi folks, this is Don Meissner with my partner Linda with the North Country Fishing Report. And Linda, you can start this because you just mentioned what we should tell everybody before we begin.
Well, normally we're recording in a studio-like atmosphere, and today we're outside because you're doing one of the many things that you typically do, which is gear up for and implement the tournament season. And in this case, we're doing the Toyota series. So that's why we're outside, and there may be gulls in the background or
Other noises,
yes.
outboard motor noises.
Yes, indeed.
But this is certainly a place where you can get the sense of the role of fishing in our world.
Yes,
and you know, one thing, Linda, that I wanted to talk about today is what fishing really means. You know, so often I do talk to people, and I know darn well they never go fishing, and their answer for why they don't fish is always the same thing. We don't have the patience. They believe that fishing takes a tremendous amount of patience. Well, what do you think golf takes? It takes a tremendous amount of patience too, especially watching it. But I got to tell you, you know, they have captured an essence of something when they talk about patience. And I really believe that the sport of angling really boils down to patience and belief.
Yes.
And those are two very critical things. And number one is having the patience to persist at what you do out there, to learn how to fish and the important parts of fishing. That does take patience. And it also takes patience to go out on any given day, no matter what the weather, no matter what the conditions might seem, and be patient enough to withstand the time it takes to learn how to do what you're doing that day. And the other thing that I think is really, really critical is a belief in the outcome. You have to believe at any given time that the next cast you're going to catch a fish. You can't do it without feeling that way. You really need to be a good fisherman. And I think it's no different than any other things in life that somebody pursues. In order to be good at it, you've got to have belief in what you're doing and patience to withstand the factor of time. But I think it's a wonderful sport. And, now is...
If I could add something,
yes.
What I would say is there's even greater pressure on those anglers that decide that they'll enter a tournament, regardless of what tournament it is. But if they've entered a tournament, the pressure is on them to stay focused, to believe that they can catch a big bag of fish, and to perform in a way that they're able to bring back pounds of fish in the capture of a big prize.
We're always mystified on a day, let's say it's so hot and steamy,
yes,
or the weather's really tough and the winds are blowing, you know, all the different factors that Mother Nature throws at us. And to see these anglers go out early in the morning and stay all day long and never stop trying, it really is one of the main essences, I think, of life. But
and to bring it home, I've watched you fish, and you do have patience, and you never stop casting. And so you become artistry in motion as you continue to cast that lure, hoping that the next cast, and typically it will bring in something, but the big bass for you.
Well, you know, when you talk about artistry in motion, I have to laugh. I think of myself in the Grass River with my waders on, and every step could be the next one where I topple down on my head. And artistry in motion, I guess. Woo! I'm the farthest thing from that. But you're right. When I am fishing, it's I never stop casting.
No.
I never stop trying. And it's not that I don't love every single cast. I love it. I tell you that there's nothing in this world that does the same thing for me that going out alone fishing brings to me.
You call to mind the image of a blue heron on the water, waiting patiently, just moving very cautiously, and eventually they capture their prize.
Well, in my case, I move very cautiously because what I just mentioned, my balance isn't the same that it was 30 years ago, and I'll tell you what, that's always a factor. And, a lot of people don't like to fish quickly. But when I'm waiting, I don't go quickly because you're making noise, and that noise could scare the fish away. And a lot of times people don't understand that. As soon as they enter that domain, there's a crash that the fish hear when they enter the water.
Yes.
It's something that, it's another part of fishing, another part of that patience and belief. It's understanding that sounds can make a huge difference.
Very true.
And your approach has to be very, very careful.
Mm-hmm.
Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner and Linda McQuinn with the North Country Fishing Report.